This question is probably best left to my opponent with his experience, but we have a number of volunteer fire departments or volunteer departments in the county, and really, at least my recollection was they pretty well set their fees to be charged to their people who they serve, and then it's approved in the county budget. About the only thing you can do is maybe go and talk to each individual fire department in your district in terms of if they want to significantly increase the fees. I did that one time with Steve Thompson in the city of Aiken, and he said he'd never had a county council representative come in and complain about him doubling the fire fees outside the city limits, but he did agree to retain the fire fees at the current rate. But I do think the volunteer fire departments serve a very important role in Aiken County, because it's we got our two large areas of North Augusta and Aiken, which have their own fire services, and we give them revenue sharing to help those municipalities support those departments. But in a lot of the rural areas of the county, the volunteer fire departments run as their own organizations, and they do an outstanding job, and I commend them.
So as it is, the county has one station that we fund now. I have a line item out at Sage Mill. You take that line item and multiply it by about 40, because that's to run one station. So between the 18 volunteer fire departments, there's 35 to 40 substations in this county. There's no way that the county can afford that type of fire service right now, other than raising fire fee or raising taxes. So I think you find a happy medium. Yes, there is a breakdown in communication between our government and the volunteer fire departments. But I think we look at implementing maybe a countywide fire coordinator, not a county fire chief, but a county fire coordinator. That individual could be the liaison, can speak for us on a daily basis to the county government, let them know, let the county council and the chairman know what the problems that we're facing day to day. The sheriff gets to speak for his department. Chris gets to speak for his department when it comes to emergency services. And as it is right now, we don't have that from the fire service.
One thing I've learned is being on the Judicial and Public Safety Committee and now chairman of that committee is dealing with the fire departments is sometimes like herding cats, and it can be very difficult. But I think over the years I've seen a growth in the trust between the fire departments and the county government since that we've been able to fund the tanker trucks and provide funding for some of the rural communities, our fire departments, to add to the number of substations they have. And we're working with a lot of the fire departments to get input on the training center that's being projected and hopefully will be built soon. So I think we've seen a lot of cooperation with the fire departments in the county, and hopefully some of this mistrust and animosity will lessen and go away in the future. Thank you.
So for closing statements, when we did the